Greetings, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to look at strategy, culture, and brand. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 10th year of the Leadership Japan series. And I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. And my book in Japanese is called Zaegyo. Plus, my new book is be out shortly called Stop Wasting Money on Training. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku, the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. This podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan. And trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is it really all right? Hontou ni ii. Hontou ni ii. Remember, these are informal Japanese phrases. You're not going to use this with a client. But if your friend is giving you something or doing something for you and you want to make sure, are you okay? Is this all right? You can just say, Hontou ni ii. Hontou ni ii. Hontou ni ii. Yeah, well, thanks. Are you sure this is okay? Hontou ni ii. Hontou ni ii. Hontou ni ii. This is episode number 477. And today we are talking about leadership's necessary cocktail of strategy, culture, and brand. Leadership encompasses many required skills and mindsets, and it is always interesting to dissect the topic from fresh angles to shed some light on areas where we could be making a bigger effort. Japan has hordes of managers, but not so many leaders. The managers here are great at getting the operational side of things humming like a finely tuned engine. They are brilliant on eliminating errors and avoiding defects. Deadlines get met, things work well, and the wheels of commerce turn as they were designed to do. Leaders do all of these things, plus some important additions. They build the people, and they set the direction for the enterprise. There are many levels of leadership, and so many levels of strategy too. The CEO, nestled high on the executive floor, works with the division heads, and collaboratively, they set the overall strategy for the organization. At each level below, the leaders should set their strategies to fit under the overall umbrella determined by the big bosses. Except in Japan, mostly they don't. The managers here don't see their role as taking that bigger picture strategy and then creating a grassroots version of it, one which points back to the main goals and directions of the company. The why of the strategy has usually gone missing too, and the focus is on the what and occasionally on the how. How much more powerful it would be if the section heads involved their teams in breaking apart the overall strategy and then collectively coming up with their ideas on how they can construct a local strategy to deliver the outcomes within the frame of reference. The real genius in most organizations lies with those of the coalface. They are closest to the customers and they pick up the nuances, hints, and shifts which make up the flow of business on a daily basis. The high floor, C-suite denizens are often decades away from that level of understanding of the market, and their muscle memory is often out of date. If the strategy at the execution point can take on the complexion of the nexus with the market realities, then this is a real advantage over rivals for the same customer base. The culture reflects the reality. If it is focused on doing what you are told, then a big chunk of creativity is sacrificed for orthodoxy and supposedly consistent no-defect efficiency. Busy lower-level bosses do not coach anyone. They are simply too busy. They are reduced to barking out orders and micromanaging the results to make sure there are no stains on their record. In big companies, patrons gather followers and extract loyalty as a tax for promotion and support. The enemy often becomes that other division, whose head is your boss's rival for the next level of promotion. The energy of the culture is now turned inward on itself, and like rampant white ants loose in the enterprise, starts to hollow out the organization. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is being brought to you by, on the 24th of August, our Dale Carnegie course, our flagship program. Wonderful program. About 1 in 5 people tell me that this course really helped them to deal with their stress, because they realized that their stress was actually reducing their productivity at work. But they had no solution for that. Drinking didn't work, yoga didn't work, long walks in the bush and the forest and, this type of thing, wellness, blah, 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 all that stuff just didn't help, didn't make any difference. It was good, but it didn't fix the problem. This course, though, they said fixed the problem. So that's one of the attributes. There are some others. Leadership, of course, works well on that. People skills, genius for that. Communication skills, fantastic for that. Coming out of your comfort zone and challenging new areas, taking on new projects, stepping out, wonderful for that. As an overall program, it's a bit of an omnibus program, really. It hits a number of needs with the one program, which is quite unique, actually. Wonderful program. On the 30th of August, we're doing high impact presentations. Now, think about that. How many presentations do you see which you would say are high impact? Probably in Japan, none. What is marvelous about this program is it just takes 2 days to transform what you're doing. The main modules are covered in 2 days. You've got 2 instructors, we video everything. The amount of one-on-one coaching is unrivaled, unparalleled, unmatchable. You come out with incredible persuasion power at the end of this program. You are on fire. So when you get up to do your next presentation, you will be the only one having any impact. You will be the one shooting the lights out. You will be the one everyone's talking about, everyone will remember. And your professional brand and your personal brand will skyrocket as a result of having done this program. If you're in business and you haven't done this program, you are crazy. If you work for yourself, you need persuasion power. If you work in a corporate, you need persuasion power. This is the program that delivers that. On the 6th of September, we're doing Confident English. This is aimed at your Japanese colleagues who are hired because they can speak English, because they need to use English in their work. Yet, when they are on that call with the colleagues overseas, be it a video call or a phone call, or if the visiting VIPs are in Japan, they're in the room, your Japanese colleagues are as silent as the tomb. They say nothing. They sit there, listening, not contributing, not adding any luster to the Japan branch brand. In fact, they're detracting from the Japan branch brand, because the people visiting, the people on the phones, people on the Zoom calls are thinking, oh, Japanese got no ideas. Oh, Japanese got no brains. Oh, Japanese are adding no value here. Not true. They got plenty of brains, plenty of value. They can add a lot, but they're terrified of making a mistake in English. So they decide, well, the best way not to be outed as a non-perfect speaker of English is to say nothing. They don't need to be perfect. They just need to communicate. English language classes have not fixed that problem for you, and they'll never fix that problem for you because they don't know how to do it. We know how to do it. Send your people to us. We'll fix that problem. Also, on the 6th of September, we'll be doing our next set of previews. Our website is www.dale, D-A-L-E hyphen Carnegie, C-A-R-N-E-G-I-E .co.jp. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 for you there at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, as well as my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, we have Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. A better culture would be one where the creativity of the group is harnessed, ideas are sourced, and people are thanked for their contributions. Those closest to the action are consulted and their responses seriously considered. There's a very good flow of information from the top to the bottom, and the why is very clear to everyone. The enemy is outside the enterprise in the form of commercial rivals duking it out in the marketplace for the customer's business. The brand concept isn't just reduced to the logo and tagline. When the leadership creates the better culture, the individuals in the organization are aware of their professional, personal brand. Their values and principles around work add up to a way of approaching tasks with a laser focus on professionalism, reliability, creativity, and integrity. Being able to put up ideas is part of the brand. Being heard is part of the brand. This dynamic creates a different type of teamwork from the all hands to the oars of the slave ship culture of organization run by managers who have no idea of what leadership entails. Beating the drum and lashing the oar bearers is a dead duck culture and will not create the right brand internally, one sufficiently strong enough to win in the marketplace. The alignment of individual values with those of the organization doesn't come about because of a CEO email. was broadcast far and wide within the organization, within the enterprise. The middle level leader's job is to understand the value set of the team and work with them individually to arrive at some core values everyone can sign on for. The slave ship is transformed into a volunteer corps of committed people trying to win against external rivals. They are proud of the brand of the company and what it stands for because the rhetoric and the actions match up. They are polishing their own professional brands because they are committed to self-improvement and feel encouraged to do so. By the way, is this how you can describe the culture of your organization right now? Do your people understand the strategy? Have they created a local extension of it based on their knowledge of the customers? Are they aware of their personal and professional brand? So, how is this cocktail mixing process going down at your shop? Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable, immediately put it into action because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.